July 3rd, 2023. Today is tomorrow will be the 247th year since the Declaration of Independence. Did I steal your thunder? Okay, probably. So what we'll do is have a moment of silence for all those who sacrificed so much that we could enjoy our freedom today. And then we'll follow that with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, Kim.
Ms. Barrett?
Here.
Mr.
Here.
Mr. Kansas?
Here.
Mr. Ray? Mr. Romanovich?
Present.
Mr. Tarosi? Mr. Tintori?
Present.
Mayor Shank?
Present. Next up, the approval of minutes from the June 5th, 2023 meeting.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any further comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next up, we'll have a hearing of the citizens. Anyone would wish to address council, please come up.
Good evening, Cheryl Coquet, 2 Trailview, but I'm representing the Green Tree Garden Club, and I would like to thank the council. The fence is just beautiful. It looks like it's been there. It's just been there forever. I know when it's done, it'll keep the deer out because they're mad already, because they've already shown up in my door and ate my begonia. But we're very thankful for that. In the shed, it's almost finished, but we're thankful for that also. The other thing I would like to talk about is when I was working in the garden last week, in the municipal garden in my section, which is by the shed, I noticed these crazy looking bugs, which I now know are they're tiny black with white spots of the nymphs of the spotted lanternfly, which is in the Post Gazette, and it's been on news, but it's been in Post Gazette, and I went, oh my God, it's the same thing I saw. I don't know how to address that. I don't know who to, I mean, it's coming over the fence along the side and the branches coming over like this, and they're there. Any suggestions on what to do?
You have soapy water, splash them with it.
I didn't have
That'll
any.
kill. I'm just saying that's one thing.
Yeah.
Proliferation of them.
So they are an invasive species. We spoke about it last summer as well, and they're back. They probably will be back forever at this point. They are if you see the nymphs, kill them, stomp on them, squeeze them. They like to jump. Soapy water and white vinegar, that really just keeps them away. It won't necessarily kill them. There is a through the PA website, through the state PA, you can report it. There are people studying them, but yeah, they're really hard to do much about now that they're here. But yeah, white vinegar, soapy water, and outright killing them.
None of the things that I had when I was working up there.
Yeah.
That doesn't come with my kit.
You guys could get a big sprayer, and since you're there all the time, maybe you guys can all spray. If you find them, just spray the bottom of the trees, and they're in rose bushes all over the place.
I've never seen anything look like that.
Yeah,
And
they're
they have
weird looking.
another couple weeks, they're gonna be big.
I know.
Yeah.
Rubbing alcohol is also, if you happen to find the eggs, rubbing alcohol, submerge them in rubbing alcohol, that will kill them.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Ron Gott, 121 Susan Drive, Green Tree Fire Chief. I was very disappointed in last month's June's meeting. And Mr. President, you didn't apologize for the candidate, the remark that you gave in May's meeting. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been here. I would have been asking for the same apology. You know, he's a member with us. He spent 45 years plus doing voluntary fire service for his community. I mean, it's disgraceful. I mean, I hope you do refrain from your actions and tonight maybe apologize. I know it was on. I was here for that meeting. It's in the minutes. I don't think anybody should go through that. So,
Nothing that was said was untrue. And I'm not gonna go into it with you, but Mr. Lindsay had never spoke to me about anything and sprung it on me at the last meeting, which I didn't appreciate. But there is nothing that I said anytime about anything that was untrue.
but you're just
And
gonna
we
bring it
could-
out right out in the
that's fact.
public.
Pardon
You're
me?
just gonna put it right out in public.
Pardon me?
You put it right out in public. I mean, we're gonna public humiliate somebody. What your
talking-
comment was.
I don't know what I said. If I said anything, it's like we have to do certain things. But my solicitor told me that anything we have information on is public information. So I did not say anything that was not true. So that's all we're going with it.
All right.
We're not gonna get into an argument, but if you're misinformed, I'm very
I was
sorry.
misinformed. I was here at that
You
meeting and it's
misinformed
it popped
about
right out
the
of your mouth.
information. Nothing that I said was not true.
Which part?
Yeah, that's,
The part, whatever you're accusing me of was not true. If you don't wanna, you wanna get into things, we don't wanna go there. If you'd like, I'll be more than happy to bring all kinds of information proving anything that you were saying is not true. Because
but
that's what we
we
want.
weren't here to discuss this thing. You just brought it up in public and I don't think that is right.
No, we were in the middle of determining whether we were gonna vote on something. And all the information related to that was talked about. And if, I'm sorry you misunderstood that. But that's not the case.
There's no misunderstanding.
No.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Okay, you
I'm
can,
sorry.
you can do what you like.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. And that's the end of it.
Well, it's not the end of it. Unfortunately.
Well, it is the end of it. If you really want, I'll bring all the documentation and information that proves that you are incorrect. And if anything, you slandered me. So if you really want to do that, and once again, you don't talk to me, you try to catch me at these meetings, and that's very unfortunate because we have a good relationship and you don't ever talk to me about anything, but you wait till a public
Well,
meeting to start to spring it on me.
You chose a public meeting to air that,
I did say
and that's
nothing
no,
that
that's,
was not true.
that's not true.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm not,
And if you like it,
because I was in the executive session when you were very clear about it.
anything that I
And the
said
solicitor was there to hear this,
was true.
and she won't perjure herself to confirm it. So
Anything I said was factually true.
it's not.
Okay, show me that it's not.
Okay.
Can you please do that?
I don't have to.
I don't have to tell you that isn't, because I know and you're being this,
You know what else, you know what else is in the minutes?
what's that?
The lien document that we passed. Which was done probably 2 months before that. That's a public document too. You might want to pull it back up.
I don't know, I don't understand what you're saying, but we'll move on. Anybody else? If you want to pick a fight, it's a shame that you tried to do that in public, but if that's your case, I can't stop you. Anybody else have anything to say? Thank you. We'll move on to new business, finance, and general policy.
Yes, I'm going to stand in for Mr. Tarosi tonight. So I get to read all of these long numbers. So bear with me first. It's not my strong suit. I am a librarian. All right, so I move that we ratify the actions of the borough manager in paying the June 2023 invoices from the general fund totaling $27,959.18. Capital Projects Fund totaling $44,327. Farmers Market totaling $962. Payroll account totaling $258,197.09. Education Service Agency totaling $3,727.68. And credit card, May 23, $12,708.53.
Second.
We have motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right. So I motion that we approve payment for the July 2023 invoices from the general fund totaling $108,806.80. Storm sewer totaling $26,672.87. Sanitary sewer maintenance fund totaling $13,673.58. Capital projects totaling $3,997.45 and bond fund totaling $928.24.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion can pass. Thank you very much. Move on to infrastructure, Mr. Romanovich.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm going to present resolution number 1327. I move that we adopt resolution 1327 designating the borough manager to perform the required duties between the Borough of Green Tree and the Commonwealth Financing Authority, authorizing the proper execution and filing of an application for funds with Act 13 of 2012 Watershed Restoration and Protection Program.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, Kim.
Mr. Romanovich,
Yes.
Ms. Barron,
Yes.
Mr. Lindsay,
I vote yes.
Mr. Panza,
Yes.
Mr. Tintori.
Yes. Motion passes. Okay, we've moved to planning and zoning. Do you want to take
Yes, I will read this resolution. This is resolution 1328. I move that we adopt resolution 1328 designating the borough manager to perform the required duties between the Borough of Green Tree and Allegheny County Economic Development, requesting Act 152 funds that comply with all other provisions of the Act 152 application.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call vote, Kim.
Mr. Romanovich,
Yes.
Ms. Barron,
Yes.
Mr. Lindsay.
Yes.
Mr. Panza,
Yes.
Mr. Tintori.
Yes. The resolution passes. Move on to public safety, Mr. Lindsay.
Thank you. As you all know, we've had multiple resignations on the Civil Service Commission last week. Where two of the acting members and the alternate member chose to resign. So we have found some folks that were willing to replace them. And at this time, I move that we appoint the following to fill the unexpired terms on the Civil Service Commission. W. David Montz for a term to expire on March 1st, 2025. And David Lorenzini for a term expiring on March 1st, 2024.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Move on to the mayor's report. Mayor Shank.
Okay, thank you. A couple things here. I attended the flag ceremony on June 14th. I was sponsored by the fire department and also sponsored by the American Legion. So it's a nice event on June 14th. Tomorrow's obviously the 4th of July. I'll be going up to the pool tomorrow. Got my grandchildren in from Napa, California, 2 of them. So we'll be up there at the pool tomorrow at that event. In regard to the Civil Service Commission, as Mr. Lindsay indicated, there'd be a motion for 2 new. There's 2 new appointees. Civil Service Commission has 3 people, so they're going to proceed to consider amendments to the rules and regulations of the Civil Service Commission. We're down an officer. We'd like to hire an officer. So we're going to proceed to recertify a list. So the Civil Service Commission does testing, does interviews, and then they recommend 3 people to council to interview to select from. So hopefully This is July. Hopefully by September or October, we get a new list and we have a choice of three good candidates to choose from. So we're counting on that. In regard to cardiac arrest, the two of our officers saved someone a month or two ago, Jamie Monsalewski and Alan Feller. They will receive an award, I believe, at the next meeting. They'll be here. Or MRTSA presents awards to firemen or police officers if they do a save on cardiac arrest before MRTSA gets there. So Jamie and Alan will be here at the next event. In regard to trains, and there was some concern, and rightfully so, about trains going through our municipality. And I read in the Post Gazette, there's a proposed federal law. It's proposed, it's not passed, but I think we need to keep track of this. But there's a proposed federal law whereby railroads are going to have to notify the municipality of any dangerous substances and what time they're going to go through. That's what I read in the Post Gazette, whether that's a reliable source or not, or what the real status of that law, but that would be good if we did get, in fact, notice of what train is coming through at what time and what chemicals are on it. I would imagine that would be somewhat helpful. I mean, that's not going to solve any problem if it derails, but it might give you some information if Congress does in fact pass that. And lastly, not to enter the fray, what's true, I'm a trial attorney for 41 years. What's true and not true, I'm not sure. There's ways to determine that. So I'm not weighing in on what's true or not true. But I do think that everybody up here, including myself, need to use some discretion on what we say in public, whether it's true. Even if it is true, I think we need to use some discretion. End of my report. Thank you.
Mayor, I have a question. Can you send the article that you were reading to me? I would like to read it. And then because that is something that we can call our local Congress people to push through. So I would love to read it. I missed that one. So thank you.
Shannon, I believe Chris DeLuzio was one of the sponsors.
Yes, he is.
That's awesome. So we will continue to reach out to him and to our other folks. So I missed that article, so I'd like to read
I
it.
did cut it out, so I will send it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Does anybody want to have anything update on finance? If not, we'll move on to infrastructure.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just about everything that I reported last meeting is still status quo, waiting on third parties to finish their end of projects like a workstation, steps, so on and so forth. So I really am not gonna prattle on more about those issues. But two things that I would like to also mention is I don't have the date. If you bear with me one quick second. So in September, Elka Sands open house will be going on, and that is looking to be September 16th, 2023. I would like to invite all of council to attend that meeting if you feel so compelled. You can reach out to Elka Sands Governmental Affairs Office, let them know that you're coming down, and somebody will meet you to give you a little bit of a extra information as an elected official. I think that's very important. I'm going to invite the public of Green Tree to come also. It's open to everybody. This is the largest capital improvement project in the region going on right now. Elka Sands is expanding from the ability to handle 250 million gallons a day without a combined sewer overflow to 780 by 2029 without a combined sewer overflow. This is a completely ratepayer funded project that's going on. Hopefully they are trying to utilize some infrastructure money to offset that cost. But I think it's very important that this council attends this open house and learn what's going on at the sewage plant, so everybody has a better understanding of how that affects us here in our community. And why we have the need to constantly improve, inspect our sanitary lines here in the borough. That's that end of things. Oh, and I will actually be working that day, so feel free to message me and I'll come meet with you and take you down to my little neck of the woods and give you my little spiel on the liquid process side of Alcoasn. On another note, not infrastructure related, Mr. President, I hope I have a little quick point of privilege here. Tomorrow is the 4th of July. If you are lighting off pyrotechnics, please be mindful that you may have a neighbor that is a combat veteran. And those pyrotechnics could have some adverse effects on them. So if you have a combat veteran living in close proximity to you lighting fireworks, maybe check in on them before or even after to make sure that they're okay. So just want everybody to be mindful of that. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Anybody have any updates on planning and zoning? If not, we'll move on to public facilities and equipment. Ms. Barron.
Yeah, just a couple of things tonight. The fence has begun to be installed in the municipal garden. It does look really nice, and it will be finished shortly. From the library, we do have an update that the summer reading is happening. The library held its first ever kickoff last month. I can't believe it's July already. But it was last month and it was a huge success. Over the course of the afternoon, the library saw about 200 people come to the event. On behalf of the library board, I want to thank everyone from the library and the library staff to the community organizations, local businesses, public works, and volunteers, including our library board members who helped to make it a success. That was a really big, great kickoff. We had wonderful weather. And it was wonderful to see such great things happening in the borough. And then lastly, we did apply a few months ago. It's been a while for a grant to help cover some ADA updates to borough facility bathrooms. We did not receive that grant. So the committee will need to review best options to move forward on updating our facilities bathrooms here in the building. And we'll have some further updates about that later on this year. And that's it.
Thank you very much. Public safety, anything, Mr. Lindsay?
I don't have anything near as exciting as announcing a tour to go to the poopy plant, but I did want to mention that the gentleman that had served on the Civil Service Commission, I just want to thank them publicly for their service to the community. One of the gentlemen has spent many years on the commission, and it's just another one of our volunteer jobs that are thankless. And I just wanted to note their service to the community without necessarily getting into their names. So.
If I could jump in, I've got one public service announcement about the police department. I get a monthly update, but this one, officers responded to the area of Arlen Drive for the report of individuals going through parked vehicles. The officers contacted over 10 residents who had their vehicles rummaged through. All the vehicles were left unlocked, and there was only one report of something being stolen. So I guess the moral of the story is people do go through vehicles. Please lock your vehicles if you're going to leave them outside. So we're fortunate there. Only one person reported something lost. And just one other thing on the police report of note, our officers, along with the Green Tree Volunteer Fire Department and several other local police departments, assisted a Green Tree resident with an event involving their child who had serious health issues. The child was returning home from the hospital, and her parents arranged a horse and buggy to take her from Green Tree Park to her home. Officers and firemen assisted with the escort along the route. So we'd like to thank our volunteer fire department and police department for assisting. I'm sure that was a very nice event for this ill child. So thank you. And
That was one of the most touching things I've ever seen happen in Green Tree. It was in my years of working here and living here. I was completely moved and it was amazing to see all the work that went into that and the number of people who came. I was working, I wasn't able to go, but I loved seeing all the videos. So thank you for everyone who did that.
and my second report.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. Thanks.
Okay. We're going to move on to recreation, Mr. Panza.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I believe Mr. Romanovich went through this whole thing about the Alcoasand thing, so he did not have to volunteer for Oktoberfest then. So we know you do have an excuse there, and the big event coming up is July 6th. Is the lobster truck will be at the farmer's market, and it's ironic. I don't know why this is, I know it's popular, but I can't believe the enthusiasm it's generating. I'm gonna ask the expert on our farmer's market that's in the audience, do you think we'll run out? Like, Luann, what do you think? Like,
don't know, they're shopping on that.
okay, because I mean, I just, the response is so great. I mean, would you suggest people get there early or?
Yeah, they always have a long line.
Okay, so,
Sell out.
do they?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't? Oh, okay. Very interesting, but I just wanted to make everyone aware of that event coming up July 6th, which is this Thursday, and that's the end of my report.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Mhm.
sorry.
Right.
Yes, by the sign was placed in, do you know, okay, offhand, do you know who the?
Yes, Paul Mack and Ben.
Yeah, sponsored by the Green Tree Women's Civic Club.
Right.
Okay, very good.
Anything else?
No,
Okay.
thank you for.
I'm glad you brought up the concert. That's what I was going to mention, but you certainly did. The only thing else I have is that the borough celebration does begin tomorrow at 12 o'clock, lasts till 5 o'clock. Of course, there's lunch, the pool's open, just to remind anyone out there who needed to be reminded. It's supposed to be a really nice day tomorrow, so hopefully everybody will be able to go have a good time. That's all I have. Move on to the manager's report.
Just a reminder that the pool is free for everybody tomorrow. So if you have some friends that don't have a pool pass, certainly bring them along for the day. Just a reminder that garbage and recycling will not be collected on Wednesday. It will be collected on Friday or Thursday. So not Wednesday, Thursday collection just for this week due to the holiday. That's all I have.
One question, Judy, have you made any progress on having a council meeting at City Vista?
I pitched it out to them. We're looking maybe sometime this year, but nothing's confirmed yet.
Okay. That it?
Thank you very much.
Then I would like to make a motion, we adjourn this meeting.
I second.
Second, we're adjourned. Thank you very much.